Hey everyone, it's Victoria, and today I'd like to talk about how people think that they're getting all the right nutrients and all the right needs being met, and they don't know just because they're going through cookie cutter advice. And I'm not saying that you should listen to me, but I think that you should do some more research, and I mean research with your own body even, and your own intuition. Because what people do is they tend to listen to people on the internet and think that everything they're saying is truth, and everything they're saying is based on basically their lives. So I wouldn't really go by what anybody else is doing. I would really want to know what I can go through with my interactions with food, with exercise. Nobody's the same. Yes, we all have a species-specific diet, and we should all be following a certain guideline, but man, to go by with what one person says is just like, I don't know, it's like in spite of your body. You're just doing something that's, you're not doing a good service to yourself by not finding out what you need. So what do I mean? So many people that are caught up in the whole, you have to carb up in order to be okay, in order to be happy, in order to be fine. Well, you know what? I was carved up for a really, really, really long time, and I was still angry. So don't tell me that that is the only magic solution, because people that are carved up are really, really angry still, till this day. And I know them personally, and I can tell you it's not the magic pill answer. I know a lot more people that are much more peaceful and much happier because they are not thinking about their food. They're not even, there's not even a question, and they're not carved up. They're doing okay. Okay, so what I'd like to point out is that in the last video that I made, I talked about minerals being lost. People could be energized on different foods, and it doesn't have to be carbs. It could be fats, believe it or not. I used to fear fats. I used to think that it was the enemy and that it wasn't clean fuel, but there are a lot of nutrients that can't be absorbed in your body unless you are getting those fats in, the essential fatty acids. And I really believe that you really need certain things in your diet that you may be lacking in if you're just doing one extreme to the other. And I can give you an example. When I was training for ultramarathons, I was eating absolutely no salt, and my sodium levels, I'm sure, were down because I wanted to drink the ocean. That is a sign that there's something wrong. A couple of weeks ago, I took sauerkraut, and I took the jar, and I did not have salt for a while, and I did not have any cravings for salt for a while. But I literally drank the entire jar. In front of my friend, I drank the entire jar of that sauerkraut juice because it had salt in it. I went without salt for 2-3 weeks, and because of that, I needed salt. I needed sodium. And I felt great afterwards. And you know what? I wasn't hungry, and I didn't have a carb that whole entire day. And the next day, I didn't get hungry either. I wasn't craving foods that I usually crave, and I wasn't, I don't want to worry that I'm going to be hungry later, that my body's going to make up for it later. Eat now, eat now, eat now, because then you won't have any later. That's not living in abundance, first of all. That's not trusting in your body. That's just stuff it down, Be beautiful. I said this in Tim Van Orden's class. It just came to me when he was saying, be you. I said, or beautiful. He was saying, I don't remember what he was saying, but I said, be you until 4. That's raw till 4 is be you, and then numb it at 4, like just eat whatever you want. I don't know. I don't think that's the way to go. That means that everything you're eating before 4 o'clock is, it's like a snack. It's like no big deal. It's not really nourishing you. You don't really need it. You just, you're waiting till 4 o'clock. Why eat it all till 4? It doesn't make sense. Why have the fruit and then 4 o'clock you could eat whatever you want? And by whatever you want, I mean, people are going to restaurants now and just adding on the sauces and adding on the salt and adding on everything else on their rice. Rice that was once meant to be eaten alone is now being eaten with fried things and everything else, because eventually you're going to want to put something on that rice. The rice gets boring after a while. I promise you it does. It is a very boring diet. It's a lack of nutrition diet. I don't see how that can be long-term. I tried it long-term, and the results were bad. I'm getting much better results eating fat in my diet, raw foods. My enzymes are getting in, everything, the nutrients are coming in. I'm getting more muscle tone. I think there's missing links. There are many missing links in a diet that's extreme. You really need to look into it. And if you're not getting enough protein, maybe less than 10% is a little too less than you need. Maybe you need more protein. And so get more protein. And in more protein, maybe in the fats that I'm eating, maybe there's more protein because I'm getting much better results right now. Iodine is low? Check that out. Why is your iodine low? Is your B12 low? Fill in the blanks. Really, see what your needs are. Don't just go by, wow, I feel good, because there's something going on in your blood, and that's a snapshot of what you're going through right now. So don't just guess, because later on you're going to have some deficiencies. So you want to try to avoid deficiencies. And if you're already at the deficient stage, take care of it. Don't ignore things. Don't say, oh, I'm detoxing. I did that for so long. Oh, I'm detoxing. Everything's a detox? No, not everything's a detox. But let me tell you, you could be detoxing all your life. You know how many antibiotics and crap you've had your entire life? If you've gone to McDonald's, you already have to detox that for like how many years after? One meal that you eat that's bad, you have to detox for 2 months. I mean, your body really has to go through a lot to get it out. So you could blame detox all you want, but you could really also try to avoid getting any deficiencies and problems later on if you start really researching and really doing the work and experimenting on what you might need. Don't go by cookie cutter. Don't go by what people say on the internet, or videos. Just really, really pay attention. Pay attention to who you are. Don't lose yourself. I once did. I was once stuck in a cult. I was under the influence, and I am not anymore. I'm thinking for myself now. People that tell you, ironically, to think for yourself are actually brainwashing you into thinking like them. So do what you want to do and keep on researching and keep on doing things for yourself. Take care. Bye.